Basically, what I'm going to discuss. Some of you are absolutely new for the SSB process. Some of you may be repeaters. Somebody may have gone. So I have been told particularly to keep, half the time for question answer session. So don't worry. Some of the trickiest question I'm going to answer. Anything which is troubling you, let me see. I'm going to allow you, the guys who raised the hand, I'm going to answer their doubts. I have said that I'm going to tell you some simple but hard facts and let there be no doubt about them. Okay guys, SSB, you should know that unlike it is any other service, unlike the corporates, unlike the civil services, unlike any other government service, it's only a personality-based service, a personality-based test. And you know very well that we are assessing your 15 officer-like qualities. And guys, you know it already, I know, except the new guys, everybody knows it. We have 3 techniques to assess those 15 officer-like qualities. And let me tell you, each one of us, whether it is interviewing officer, the GTO, or the psychologist, we are assessing these 15 officer-like qualities in you. Our techniques may be different, but focus and result orientation is for the same thing, to assess your personality. That's the reason you people will get confused. Sometimes very intelligent guys are left out and average candidate gets selected. Because we want a right mix of officer-like qualities in a balanced proportion. We are looking for balanced personalities, guys. So I will very briefly tell you, both the repeaters may be knowing about it. Remember, I told you firstly, it is a personality-based selection system. Secondly, I told you we are going to assess those 15 officer-like qualities. Thirdly, we have the stage 1. Stage 1 screening test was introduced in 1998, guys. Before that, we did not have any stage 1. Idea of stage 1 is, to ensure it is like a filter we have. Imagine, can we handle so much of our lives? What I was saying, see, the stage 1 has been introduced basically to, what is the aim? A goal. You should understand how the selection system functions. I told you selection system is based on the personality-based selection system, analyzing or assessing those 15 officer-like qualities in your personality. And remember, we have a stage 1 because a board, when you guys report in a particular board, sometimes 200 to sometimes 400 people report, whereas the handling capacity of the board is 42, 50 or maybe 55. That is the handling capacity of the board. Then what do we do, guys? Tell me. We have to select out of those 200 or 400 guys, we have to select only 50 guys, 40 to 50, 55. We have to select only this much. So a filter in the form of screening process or stage 1 process has been put. You should understand that. Remember, you guys know that we select in the very first day. You understand very well that the secret of selection in stage 1, guys, is very, very simple. I must have said in a number of videos. First and foremost, please do well in your OR. You have to do well in your OR. Undoubtedly, you have to get a grading which is 1, 2, or 3. And thereafter, the second thing, guys, which is equally important, is you have to write a relevant story based on that picture. You have to perceive the picture properly. Okay, the characters in that, their age, their mood, okay, whether they are male and female, you write that. And also your story has to be relevant. The second secret is writing a relevant story based on that picture. Now, the third thing, which is more important than these two first two, that is your narration, guys. Okay, what is there in narration? We see, narrate your story confidently, precisely, to the point, with good body language, guys. So, Burman, are you getting me? So, 4 points. You have to narrate. Narration becomes a very, very important part. Which you guys, because we have been sitting in this stage 1 so many times. And here in my academy, every 11 days, there are 3 stage 1s. So we can make out in the narration, guys, who is better, who is good, who is very good. Look at this. We can make out, yeah. What we do here in SSB Short Academy have got a special kind of scenario. Ask this Akash Mane, who has done the course here. We make you also see the stage 1, and you guys thereafter realize, oh my God, can you believe it? We tell the candidate, tell me who has passed and who has not passed. The candidates will also assess the same thing, and they will tell us chest number 3 and 7 should be passed. How? Because it doesn't need a different kind of brain, a common sense. You'll be able to make out here who's narrating better, who's narrating confidently, precisely, to the point, with good body language. As simple as that. And the fourth point is, guys, equally important, which is your discussion. I keep saying participate in the discussion minimum 2 to 3 times, guys. You have to be bold. You have to take initiative. You have to stand out. It is a competitive stage 1, guys. Anurag Pathania, did you get it? It is a competitive thing. Wherever you are, it is the scenario is a competitive. You have to really take initiative and come out. You have to become bold. You have to become assertive. You have to create an impact. Okay, without being aggressive. Remember this. Without being aggressive. Look at this. So in a GD, you have to speak minimum 2 to 3 times. And you have to speak sense. And you have to contribute towards reaching to a common story, guys. Look at it. And you are a product of your past. Whatever you have done in your past, the product is in front of me. Anurag Pathania is the product of whatever actions he has done in his past. Similarly, Pradum Burman is the product of his past. That's why we are interested to know your past. To know this product, what kind of product is this? Your past is going to tell us a lot. And that's why interviewing officer's job is to analyze your past and to predict your future. We can make out by that what kind of officer, if at all, you are going to make it. Whether you can become an officer or not. The kind of qualities you have displayed in your life. Look at that. So we are interested in your past. All our questions mostly related to your past. Your skilling background, your family background, your educational background, your hobbies, your extracurricular activity, your achievements. Look at that. What are your friends? What are we doing? We are trying to find out what kind of product is this. So therefore, guys, change yourself from now onwards, because your now is also gradually becoming your past. Your now is also becoming your past. So look at this, listen to my statement. If whatever actions you have done in your past, the product is in front of me. If you continue to take the same actions, I always tell my candidates, if you keep doing the same actions, you will remain the same. Therefore, change your present, guys. This is very, very, very important. You don't understand the meaning of it. It is very, very important. Change your routine now. Change your actions now based on what is the future you are looking for. Change your present. This present gradually is getting into your past. And if you change your present, guys, the future outcome is going to be different, going to be better. So this is very important. This is what we look, that's why we ask you about your past. And next thing, guys, we will be able to assess your knowledge by asking you so many questions. So many questions about what? About general awareness, about some international affairs, about some strategic issues, about your opinions about certain things. See, the way you answer also will give me some idea of your, deeper level of your personality, guys. Look, this is what we are looking for, your knowledge part. Okay, so guys, remember, so these are the main things. The remaining things do come out. We also look for your determination, your courage. But obviously, to begin with, these qualities come out. I will repeat for you, which immediately we are able to observe. Your smartness, that is your military bearing. Look at this. Your confidence, your power of expression, your ability to influence the group, your knowledge part, and of course your liveliness. These qualities come out, guys. I may be not exactly taking the name of the OLQs in particular to confuse you. As a layman, you can understand this. Then of course your determination and courage will come out as we proceed. So guys, focus on these things. That's how we are able to make out your personality. Okay, so this is what we look for in your personality. So with this basic thing, which I have thought for 25 odd minutes, I'm going to discuss with you before I take on any of your questions now. This is a great opportunity for you guys to ask me any questions. I'll be able to answer you. Okay, guys?
Don't forget to subscribe to our new channel SSB Short Plus for exclusive new videos. Also follow us on Instagram for all the latest updates. Check out a Short guide to crack SSB on Amazon. The link is in the description below.
The question is simply that what can a person do in case if he has nothing to do, nothing to write in the section of extra curriculum, and what impression does it create on the mind of interviewing officer?
Okay, guys, look, I will be very frank with you. Armed forces is an outdoor profession. Armed forces is a risk-taking profession. Armed forces is a team game. Armed forces is leading a team into action. Remember this, 4 or 5 things I said. Now, a guy naturally fits into the armed forces scenario if he has been adventurous, if he has been outgoing, if he has been a sportsman, if he has been participating in numerous activities, because this gives him a lot of challenges in life. And this also develops his practical intelligence. He's able to cope up and handle them. So basically, frankly speaking, an outdoor kind of guy naturally fits into the scenario. But let me tell you very honestly, there are guys, even your achievement in sports, etc., may not have been very high, or you may not be having any certificate. But if you are participating, if you participate in some kind of games, maybe in a gully cricket, gully football, gully volleyball, but you do participate, you develop that sportsman spirit. That spirit is more important than your certification. If you have been participating, you have almost equal chance. But if you have not been, it shows that you have been a guy who's introvert, a guy who is non-participative, a guy who's not really a team man. Obviously, you are a slight bit disadvantage. But if you have been playing any of the games, irrespective of whether you get a certificate or not, you are almost at par. Next question.
Good evening, sir. My name is Akash. So I would like to ask, this is my first time for the SSB. So what I would like to ask for the personal interview and the conference part, what all questions can be asked, what is the environment there, and any suggestions to me that I can stand out best in both.
Okay, as far as there are guys, the SSB interviews, let me tell you, open. I tell in my class also, they are the simplest interviews, if you ask me, in the whole country, are the SSB interviews. It is the only place where you know what is going to be asked to you. You know the CIQs, CIQ1, CIQ2, CIQ3, what is being asked to you. You know that what kind of questions are going to be asked, and that too after making you a bit of calm, a rapport building is being done for a fresher. So you will never have such kind of interviews anywhere. And interview is very important because a good guy can really score good marks in the interview. Okay? So, and what you should know is understand what is these CIQs and try and answer, write down your answers so that you know about yourself more. Fill up the PIQ form. Some questions may be based on the PIQ form. And after that, I'm going to tell you about some tricky questions which they ask, guys. If you can't want to note down, otherwise this thing maybe get recorded and Ajay may put it in my Instagram or somewhere. So after that, they will ask you some tricky questions, some questions on general knowledge, some questions on armed forces. I repeat, 3 types of questions. Some tricky questions like about your girlfriend, about your strengths and weaknesses, about your why do you consider yourself a leader, why do you think that you should be selected, okay, how will you describe yourself, what are your 3 or 2 regrets in life, okay, such kind of questions they may ask you. And there will be some questions on your general awareness, the things which are happening in the last 6 months in the country or which has impacted your country, that is India. Look at that. So the SSB interviews are simple. I said CIQs, you prepare CIQs, then prepare these tricky questions, how you can handle them. And thereafter, which I have said numerous in my videos, and thereafter I have also told you the last part is preparing the general awareness question. Besides that, Akash Singh, ensure that you develop confidence a little more, improve your power of expression a little more. Yes, Karandeep Singh, anything you want to say?
Sir, what is a military mindset?
Okay, military mindset, guys. See, a military mindset, a guy who has got the right mix of those 15 officer-like qualities has got the military mindset. Are you getting me? Because army selection is based on that 15 officer-like qualities. If you've got out of those 15 officer-like qualities, you may not be having all the 15. But if you have got the right mix of that, if you have got the balanced mix of that, you are supposed to have a military mindset, because that is the qualities we are looking for. That is one. Second thing, guys, let me tell you, how many people get selected in the armed forces? Only 3.6% get selected. Who are these guys? They are also supposed to have this military mindset. What is that military mindset? Again, that is love for the armed forces, passion for the armed forces. Look at that. And besides that, you are an adventurous guy, you are a courageous guy, you are an outdoor guy, and you are a confident person. See, this is all leading to an outdoor team man, a guy who's really a leader among the people, who can lead a team into action. That also constitutes a military mindset. Are you getting me? So that's why we like people who are outdoor, who are adventurous, who are risk takers, who are courageous, who are confident of themselves. So we call that also having the passion for the armed forces. That gives them the military mindset.
Like in GD, if I feel like that my point is not heard by anyone, or might be no one is responding to my point, so at that time, sir, what can I do? I mean, in GD.
Oh guys, let me tell you, why are you getting Vikram Roy? You don't have to get discouraged by that. Let me tell you, Vikram Roy, nobody listens to anyone in the GD, frankly speaking. They hardly hear each other. Everybody is keen to give his point. You are not the exception. But let me tell you, again, a leader ensures that others are able to hear it. A leader ensures that. How? He speaks little assertively. He speaks little boldly. He speaks little confidently. He speaks little louder. He speaks with the body language. Let me see a guy who's speaking a little louder, assertively. People will listen to him. Let there be no doubt. Okay, a guy who speaks in a low voice without being assertive, people will not listen to him. Okay? Yes, one more question.
This is Rahul Sharma from Himachal Pradesh.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. And sir, I have a question. Sir, while we, yes, sir, while we discuss in sir, PPDT or story narration, then sir, can we move or can we do our body movement like as you, sir? We can
Good
do our
question. Guys, yes, I can't speak without my body movement. You know, little bit of body movement. This is what is the body language. You can always do it. Don't be conscious about it. Little bit you can do. But some guys do too much of a hand movement, which is, which shows your anxiety. So don't do too much. But you can. Why not? You should. Your head should move. Your facial expression should move. See this. So your facial expression, your head movement, your eyes movement, your little bit of hand movement will do. Look at this. Aryan Yadav is looking different, and my friend Jyoti Swarup is looking so serious and angry type of man, everybody gives a different expression to me.
Download the SSB SureShot app from Google Play Store to access courses for written exams like NDA, CDS and AFCAT. You can also find courses for SSB personality development and spoken English. Apply the coupon code SIGNUP15 to get 15% off on your first purchase. Call us on 725-930-7111 for any queries.